Let's see what the Finns have done this year in 2023 at Asuntomesut in Loviisa. Here is the very beginning of the exhibition, and the territory begins on the shore of the bay. The territory of Loviisa this year is not very expensive. Not compared to Naantali, where the plots are 2 or 3 times more expensive. Here, of course, the people and the audience is simpler. This year, the exhibition presented 25 houses, frame houses, log houses, and as always, stone houses. As always, ice cream, they sell all sorts of little things, info. Oh, here you can take a map. So everything is quite stylish. Let's see. A quiet exhibition this year, as always. The map is divided into 2 sections. There are 25 houses, individual and multi-story houses, townhouses, row houses, and 1 floating house. There was supposed to be 20 houses right there in the line, but they only brought 1. That's the kind of traditional tent that you can't pass by. You walk in and you go through a tent like that, like in a store, you know? The checkout line at the airport, you have to go through. You walk through like this and you're sure to see and buy something here. Finland often has stylish stuff, but here it doesn't look super stylish. And you go out to the main place. Nice woodworking, kind of like we used for coating. Ferrous sulfate, I think it's the same. You see, gray color, trendy. Then they cut the ends without coating. They represent Oulu city. Such a booth. It's nice. Finnish traditional frame houses, dark colors again, going more and more into dark, see? Dark brown on the inside, brown material and black on the outside, glazed verandas. Let's see what luxury houses have. Frame houses are a more economical segment. The Salis company makes such micro houses out of timber. Next we have townhouses. I think they're also frame houses, but the roofs are properly done. There is no enclosed parapet. We usually have modern houses with a closed parapet and the whole roof leaks. But this is a very smart solution and looks good. The landscape, you see, you never know what to come up with if it was just a single stone or filled with asphalt. But here they added some stones, greenery, and it already looks nice. Here's a view of the water. I think there are luxury houses on the shore. It's surprising. In Finland it's rare, but now I see hidden fasteners. Usually they fasten terraces on top with self-tapping screws, but here you can see that everything is on hidden fasteners. Such townhouses overlooking the water, huge windows, green-colored awnings. Take a look. Very nice looking, such townhouses overlooking the water. There are slats made at the entrance for privacy, which is very trendy right now. And notice the black color, everything else is just painted in this kind of green. It's kind of semi-swamp green, but it looks cool. It's all in one color. It looks pretty. As always, foundation airing. Stones. They're inexpensive in Finland. By the way, the lights are very expensive here. Guzini. Some of the most expensive road lights. Okay, we're coming ashore. No houses here. Wait, here's some house standing on the water. Works of art, sculptures. This looks really good, you see? When you have open space, parking lots, there are even stones here. Interesting. Nice looking sculptures. They give emotions. You walk here and look at them. On the water in Finland, water, sun, sea, what could be better? There's a white plank here too. You can see the sneaker. Very wide planks. Playground safety fence. It looks good. We've been telling for a long time, you see? It must be gray and it's practically invisible from afar. And that's safe for the kids. Even the playground is covered with glass. I think it's the Finnish company Lapset. It's very high quality and expensive. It's practically a monopoly in Finland. A playground, nothing green, no tartan rubber flooring which is trendy now. All in gray colors, not even bright colors. Wood, natural colors. Here's blue. It's artificial grass. And it's soft. I think it's special, anti-allergenic, tested in Finland. Here's a nice swing. Let's see the house afloat. The boats. And we'll go take a look. By the way, this house is built of CLT. Wooden glued constructions. You know what that is? It's like a whole wall from timber is glued together. Let's see. Harbor, metal bridge, rocks, shoreline. Looks pretty. Here's a CLT house. There may be cracks, but that doesn't bother anyone. The railing and everything is CLT. I'd say there's even too much wood. The handles aren't even installed yet. That's a cool solution, like a little bridge to walk across. Shower, sauna. Oh, the sauna isn't even ready yet. Sometimes they leave it that way. And we go outside. It's so nice here, and the water is clean enough. You can see how CLT is insulated. That is, the load-bearing walls are made of CLT. Then it's insulated. Panels, ventilation gap. Here such a panel is installed. Here's the gap. That's the whole technology. There's a canopy. You can see that the house was done in a hurry. Not everything is super high quality, but absolutely decent. Here you can walk around. Here's a 450 motor. And the cost? For some reason I cannot see how much the boat costs. For Finland, just between the islands, there are breakwaters and there's the open sea. You see, a big breakwater has been built. There are hardly any waves here inside the bay, but the Finns have even built a breakwater. And here's a fairly new boat, the Nimbus. You can see from the design, the cabin is bent. I look in. How much is it? 103,000. By the way, not that expensive for a metal boat like this. Here's a bedroom on the water. Here's a changing stall. You can go swimming, you see? They change clothes and swim there. It's made of plastic. Here's Louis Paulson. That's the coolest light fixture, outdoor light. It's the best. It's amazing. Here's one house, a stone house. Normally, you never see that on an exhibition, but there's a construction site right in the center of the exhibition. See? The living room is on the second floor. In this house, the living room is definitely on the second floor. It's looking over the front houses at the water. That's really cool. We have such a house at Gorky Lake too. This is Yamera. It's a stone house with a pool outside. Hanging fireplace, a great terrace, planks running along the entire length, narrow slats, glass roof, plaster with some kind of modern design, and of course the crazy view. By the way, there's a bathhouse floating on the island. These are Genelec home speakers. Finnish radio ordered from them a long time ago. The company is over 40 years old. Genelec. You can even see an old promotional video. These are very popular and very good speakers. Basically, the whole world knows about them. Finnish speakers called Genelec. These are old ones. They even released a new large model that can be placed on the floor. The floor standing model costs more than 50,000. And this is one of the first speakers. Such a small overview. They put it up in the garage, made a showroom. Check it out. Very cool speakers. And here they equipped the whole house with their speakers. If you want great music in the house, then be sure to use Genelec. Stone house covered with wood, very cool planks, all in one color. You see, there are even no plat bands, just straight joints. It's brushed. Again, the front door, you see, it's a mistake to make it transparent. The entrance to the house is the most important thing. It might be out of glass on the terrace, but the main entrance to the house should be non-transparent. These are cool solutions. You walk down a hallway and the hallway ends with a window. A small staircase like this in the corner of the house looks good as a solution. You can see that the ceiling is made of soundproofing panels, and these are Genelec speakers. Very good music. The planks are not very wide. Cool timber-wise finished floor. Living room, ceiling raised, looks good. They added LED lighting. The terrace overlooks the water. That's what I call a view. For once they did something right. You wake up, you can close or raise the curtains, the fireplace pipe, and go out on the veranda. Alright, let's go see the next houses. Look, it's made not of plank, but of metal, in the form of fascia boards. This is a trend now, because a plank quickly deteriorates. Sun, water. The facade may be wooden, but the fascia boards are made out of metal. This is an outdoor metal staircase, great solution. From the second floor you can go down the street stairs. It's cool. There is nothing better than a plot on a relief when there are pine trees. You see, they have crowns on top. The sun comes through them. I mean, it doesn't interfere with the veranda, but it creates beauty, privacy, and the house looks good. Even when you approach from the water side or like this from the terrace of the neighbor's house, the house looks amazing. Dark color, wooden soffit, bathhouse on the bank. The fascia board is made of metal. Looks good. It's interesting. The house can be walked around like this. The bathhouse is on the bank. But you have to use the right metal, 0.7 steel, a water drip, ventilation, and soffits. No plat band in the corner, so it looks good. This is a log house, covered with planks. Next we have a stone house, a structure made of stone. The most valuable trees are pines. Look, even 3 pine trees create a good atmosphere. But the metal can still bend a bit. You can see there is a fascia board made of metal, and a bit of curvature is visible. But that's okay, it's better than wood. The plaster is black, matte. All surfaces should be matte, then everything will be cool, you see? Even these posts are a little shiny, and it doesn't look so neat. What are they made of? You can see they're rocking, a bit undone. Apparently they'll finish it later. They will make something here for sure. The Finns came up with a new floor. I've never seen it before. Here you can see how roofs are made. By the way, this house has interior gutters, which is not a super reliable solution. That's where the gutter goes and the water drains there. Oh, well, it's a roof. It's not a warm room down there. Lots of space here. Sunny. Huge windows. In Finland, it's the most expensive and traditional. They blow up rocks to build a house. What's a Finnish house without a bathhouse? Wood chips, balconies, and terraces. The most important thing for the Finns lately is terraces. Soffits, ventilation from traditional wood. There's a metal beam here, so you don't have to put a post. You can see the expensive houses from here. Of course, the shore will be done next year. It will not stay like that. There will be a beach. The 13th house. It's at the highest point. I think it will have the coolest view. This is not a straight roof, but a double-pitched roof. A chalet, moss, by the way, a very cool solution. You see, it's a good moss. It doesn't require any care at all, just stone and moss. It's just an unforgivable mistake to make a lawn everywhere. Then you'll have a machine running from morning to night and mowing, and you won't be able to sleep. It should be used only where you really need it. You see how beautifully it's done. The landscape is cool. The lawn is made of moss. I think it was brought from Lapland. A classic Finnish storage. Skis, hockey sticks. Here's a cool wardrobe, glass doors, a window at the end. It's convenient here. You see, there are open hangers and closed ones. Sometimes you see a completely closed closet and you have to open it every time. And here you can hang some of your things, hide your shoes. Very convenient. Low ceiling. Okay, where's the living room? Oh, the living room is around the corner. Fireplace, living room. It's so cool when the ceiling is high. Here is a classic house, the most classic house at the exhibition. but still I think it's not quite classic. That is, such a transitional model when people wanted to have classical features but with large panoramic windows with light. Now we're walking on the right side of the exhibition, which is closer to the water. They're more interesting, and then we'll go on the left side and see what they've come up with. A stone house, brick built, which is rare in Finland. Let's have a look. Here's the finished stone, Wienerberger. Holland, Belgium, one piece is €5. And here's an ordinary brick. It is €80, but it costs a square meter. That is 80, and that is 5. That costs 250, so the price is 4 or 5 times higher. Plus, the structure of the house is made of such a brick. A special stone. Artificial. Burnt perlite. It gives insulation, that is, the air is the best insulator, but perlite complements it. The house is built from this. It's interesting when wood is combined with stone. See, all brick looks a little cold. Here's an entirely wooden house. It even looks a bit cheap. Although the lots are cool, well, Loviis is not the most expensive neighborhood, of course. From Helsinki, it's a drive of 100 kilometers. I mean, to the west are expensive neighborhoods and cities, and the east is cheaper. I think it looks simpler when it's completely made of planks, but if you combine wood with brick, especially with such a narrow one, you get a cool design. So tell your architects to do this kind of design. Cool bricks. Here's a terrace made of stone. A rarity for Finland. Looks good. But the ceiling with these fasteners spoils the impression. An artificial panel. Yeah, like some crates. You see how carefully you have to choose materials. Artificial, it seems reliable, but... And in Finland, as always, terraces, covered, open, with possibility of opening. This is done by the Lumen company. A very nice work. You see, even in the summer, now the sun has gone, it's chilly. The windows are closed and you sit in the closed veranda, or go to the open veranda, there to the bathhouse, when it's very hot. It's white and dark here. Well, interiors in Finland are not the best, of course. I would certainly go to Italy for interiors. That's why we have Italians doing all the interiors. The Finns, of course, do it a bit simpler. Aesthetic, reliable, but simple. But a lot of people like it, by the way. Another house from CLT. Here's a good thing they come up with, an uneven tile. It's kind of asymmetrical, all different. The facade plank is ventilated, and the main frame is CLT. Let's go inside. Oh, so much light in here. It's a cool house, but you can't tell from the outside. Look how cool the atrium is, and it smells strongly of wood. The house is built around an atrium. Such a house immediately wins. A very unusual house. I should definitely remember this layout and make something similar. Low ceilings. It's probably not very expensive. This kind of house can be built. Going in circles here. CLT inside, although it's also finished. Wood paneling. And you can see the splicing. Usually the Finns don't have splicing anywhere. The spa is black as always, dark, and here it's all light. Here's a wall made of CLT, but it has slits in it. Also an interesting idea. It's like fake planks. These slits, you see? This is a panel, by the sound of it. And this is a CLT panel with these slits in it, and it looks like planks. There's an opening. It snows here in the winter. Cool. A completely wooden house. That's what evening light is all about. It's nice in the evening now. It's almost 6. You see how the sun is setting and how well the verandas are made in all these houses. The sun is up there and it's going to set towards the black house. And so until 9 p.m. it's going to be nice sitting on this veranda. There's going to be evening sun, evening light. Such a low classic house. A small white cottage. Furniture, wood. That was a log house. Cool summer factory. We even worked with the guys. You see how important it is that a good product is made completely. The house seems okay, but the details, it even looks like a frame house, you see? It's all a little simple. The plat bands are installed. Here we could put a metal board, some stones, more interesting material, and the interior design could be done as well. And the product would be different and it would look completely different. Although you see, they have this bathtub drop. It is expensive, but the house is a bit simple. But for a cottage, for this place, it might be the right thing. There are sloths on the terrace. We also do not recommend them. They get clogged very quickly, including small leaves. Seeds are stuffed and they begin to grow. It is better to put a straight plank. Now that's a nice complex and an interesting modern color, black with gray. Let's look at the paint. It's goldish. Here's how it closes, the popular Finnish drop pool. At first, they sold them in just broad boxes. You had to assemble it yourself, but there were a lot of complaints. Now they do a full turnkey service. You buy it, they come and install it. Such a thing costs about 16,000–17,000 euros with installation, depending on the model. The most expensive one costs almost 20,000. Let's go see the Finland house. It's all in the details, of course. Such simple plat bands and round elements should never be installed in a modern house. The house is poorly finished. A nice plot here, whatever the house, but this plot wins everything at once. The color is beautiful, great. The table is unusual, silver house. This house is made of slats. It's not even clear who the manufacturer of the plank is. Such a canopy. The corner is straight. It's forbidden to enter here, but this room looks the best. There's glass at the entrance. Looks good. Solid door. Glass. An exit to the veranda. It's cool. most interesting thing about Finnish houses is the layouts. Here's a house, a small one. There's a study, not even any walls. Kitchen, dining room, living room with a fireplace. Quite enough to live in. The number one thing the Finns have is layout. Bedroom behind glass so you can look at the sea. You woke up, there is a curtain and you can look at the sea. You woke up and here are 3 windows that go to the street. Very bright bedroom, small. Now the trend is all black, you see? A black ceiling, 2 showers, windows in the bathhouse. Although you can't see the street while you sit, there are 2 cool chairs standing here. So you don't have benches, you just have 2 chairs, sit and steam. Interesting idea. Small tiles, there is always a drain in the center and the water goes there. There's a slope and it just flows into the center, so no nasty stuff ever accumulates from the shower, from the bathroom. There are always drains at the bottom, that is all the water, no matter where it comes from, ends up in this drain. The legs are metal, so that no furniture rots. There's a separate exit, especially for the dog, or when you are going out for a run. And the Finns always have a storage. By the way, the doors are exactly the same as we have at Gorky Lake, very thick. 70 millimeters. You see how thick the doors are. I think they are 80 millimeters. A very traditional house, only 2 bedrooms, 120 meters. Very simple, although there is an outdoor bath on the veranda. Strange why it's closed. After all, this is an exhibition. It needs to attract attention. Of course, frost-proof taps, outdoor sockets, everything is as usual with the Finns, traditionally, nothing new. Outdoor electrical cabinet, air conditioning, minimal landscaping, nice. It's cool when they make retaining walls. You see, it's moss. I think it was brought here. It doesn't require any care at all. They put stones, made a relief, here are some steps. Everything is very simple, and huge boulders. They are inexpensive in Finland. This house has a kitchen, dining room, and living room, as always. Looks cozy. Interesting, the sofas are turned away from the window, although there is a view of the sea from behind, and the sofa stands with its back to it. You walk everywhere, and when you sit on the sofa, you can't see the sea very well anyway, but when you walk around the house, you always see it. And it's a great solution. You go and you always see the sea. And there's more space. There's a fireplace opposite the sofa. There's a sauna in every house here, and it's well done. The wood kind of extends from the washroom into the sauna. There's glass standing between them, but it's like the ceiling is unified. There's a small shower room, 2 shower heads, and on the other side is a sofa to relax on. There are windows. There's a laundry room, bathroom, and access to the veranda. 2 exits, one from the laundry room and sauna, the other from the living room. Very thoughtfully done. Here the living room is on the 2nd floor, but to have the living room on the 2nd floor, you have to make a very large hallway. You see, it's quite large by Finnish standards. And all the bedrooms are arranged in a circle. There's a study. Here is 1 bedroom. It's bright, with large windows for a child. A 2nd bedroom. So there's basically 3 bedrooms. The 4th one is a study. On the 1st floor, they're small, but it's absolutely enough. Genelec speakers. It's a laundry room. Samsung. The laundry room has a solid door, but the window is next to it, so there's light. You should always make sure that there is daylight in the house. You see, it's a door to the laundry room. You have to design it that way so that light gets in, so that it doesn't cause claustrophobia. Or a child might get into a dark room during the day. That's not good either. Nothing prevents you from installing a small window. Here's the garage. This is where you get right under the canopy. A handy thing for washing the dog. You wash it and it's already clean going in the house. The kitchen looks like a cabin. It really feels like I'm in a cabin. See this kind of wall built between the living room. Not always a good idea. The kitchen has wood flooring. It's hardwood flooring. Engineered. Window. Small fireplace. Terrace overlooking the water. And here is the exit from the house and an outdoor sauna. But there is a canopy. Very convenient. You can always walk under the canopy in any weather and get into a little bathhouse like this. We also have those at Gorky Lake, such bathhouses. There is no canopy, but there is outdoor furniture, also a view of the water. Look how everything is thought out here. You can see the water and the evening sun. Small bathhouse, white couch, beige paint, gray beige, wooden ceiling. There's a washroom, sauna, and a small bathroom. Very stylishly done. Of course, with a window. Finish engineering. Everything is simple and convenient. And the exit to the street. You can see the sea. A terrace overlooking the sea, but the sun goes to the right, and here it sets in the evening. That is, if there is a table here on this veranda, there will be evening sun. See how cool it is, and they put a jacuzzi in the corner. An outdoor bathhouse, black color. The house is a little lighter, gray, simple straight form. Large windows. Everything is very well arranged in such a straight house. Sometimes you don't have to come up with some intricate angles solutions. You can make a cool house with straight shapes. This uneven street tile is popular now. Such an element of the fence. They are not common in Finland, but since there is noise here, there is a road opposite. Popular slats. They are unusual with semicircle corners. Water is less absorbed on them. It's more durable. The bottom of these slats is undercut, a very interesting solution. This one is a bit too modern, you see. First of all, the verticals. You have to make ribbon windows like Corbusier. I mean, horizontal. And since the inserts here are vertical, it looks too vertical, like a tower. But there's probably some idea in that too. But these panels are too office-like, meaning there is no coziness in the house. Only the color gives coziness to it. This is the last house, the 25th. Quite straight. It is somehow isolated at the end of the whole settlement. It has a second floor. It's straight on these sides. It has this kind of glass balcony and an outdoor staircase. A very popular solution, by the way, very convenient, straight downstairs. Kitchen, the water in front. It's somehow too private. The terrace is huge. There's the dining table and the living room. It's small, but the main thing in all these houses is the veranda. A huge veranda. Okay, let's go to the second floor. It's weird why the living room doesn't face the water. Cool living room. There's a kids' room, and you go outside, right to the view. Here on the second floor, there's a completely glazed veranda. We can see the water. The trees slightly block the view in the summer. In the winter, there will be a better view. From the second floor, there's a separate exit to the street. There are wooden steps, a good idea, but on the other hand, there are only exits from the bedrooms, 3 bedrooms. But if you come out here in the morning, you can't even drink coffee on this veranda. Nowhere to put a coffee machine, or is there an outdoor one? You can put an outdoor kitchen here. It's warm enough because the veranda is all glazed. By the way, the only place where a terrace like this is reasonable. The terrace has a special feature, see? These slits, so you don't slip. But since there is glass, no needles, branches, or anything sprouting here, it is justified. But on the other hand, there is no water here because of the glass, so always choose a straight plank. Enjoy life, take the best from it, and explore. Do what you like, build houses according to your character. Find professionals who know how to do it. You should trust them. I wish you to build your dream house exactly according to your character.